When it comes to meat on the carnivore diet, there's not a lot of meat that you have to avoid. But there is one meat that I really want you to avoid, especially in the first 30 days. And if you add it back after that, be careful when you add it in and don't overdo it. The issue is not that this meat is bad. It's just you have to be careful when and how you use it. Now, let me be clear about one thing up front. I'm not demonizing this particular meat. I'm not saying you can never eat this meat. It's just about understanding why this choice could cause problems for you. And if you add this meat back in and you experience these problems, then this becomes a meat that you might want to avoid in the future. Okay, the meat that I see causing the most problems on carnivore is processed pork. This would be things like using bacon as a main meat for your diet, sausages, hot dogs, deli meat, cured pork, especially cured ham. All right, one of the reasons why this causes problems with men is that you try to build your diet around this meat rather than using it as a complement to a beef-based diet. You need to make beef your base. Beef has more nutrients, has higher fat content, and it's gonna be more stabilizing for your appetite so you're not hungry all the time. While processed pork, bacon, those types of meats are fine. Use them lightly, use them as just a way to get some flavor, some extra fat in your diet. Don't replace your beef with processed pork. So it's really only a problem in this aspect when pork becomes the base of your carnivore diet rather than just something you're eating occasionally. Processed pork, especially deli meats, are also very, very easy to overeat. This is usually because of all the additives they put in there, the curing agents they use make it taste better. You have to understand, anything that's been processed, these companies have scientists tinkering with the chemical makeup of the additives they put into our food. One of the things they're doing is trying to make highly palatable foods that taste very, very delicious, that trigger dopamine in our brains, that gives us our feel good whenever we eat them to make us eat more. So what you find with processed pork is it kicks off almost like an addictive chemical in our brains and we want more, more, more. You know, you don't want just one piece of sliced Black Forest ham, you want to eat the whole pack before you're done. So you want to be very, very careful because it's easy, really easy to overeat these hyper palatized processed pork products. And what do you get from that? You get a bunch of chemicals in your body and you get hungry faster because these things do not provide any satiety to you. And think about it this way. I mean, how often could you walk by the table and just pick up a piece of bacon or a piece of deli meat, throw it in your mouth and keep on walking and eating? Ever try to do that with a ribeye? Walk by, grab a piece of ribeye with your hand, eat it as you're walking away? The third issue with all this processed pork, I just kind of touched on it, is they come with all these additives. Really, next time you're in the grocery store, look at anything that's a processed pork product and read the ingredients. And you're going to find stuff like high fructose corn syrup, cane syrup. You know, you're going to find colors. You're going to find all kinds of additives in here that you just don't need to be putting into your body. So, like I said, nothing's wrong with eating sausage. I eat sausage from time to time, but you shouldn't be eating sausage every day, twice a day. You know, eat sausage once a week. It's just something different. Do not make it a mainstay. The other problem you get with processed pork products is they keep the snacking habit alive. Anytime you get these little quick to eat, easy done, you know, I think beef sticks. Like, I love chomped beef sticks, but think beef sticks, think pork rinds. Any of these things that are processed food, they keep the habit of snacking alive in you. You have your lunch at 3 o'clock, you go grab a bag of pork rinds, you eat your pork rinds while you're working. You come, you know, you're still keeping your body used to snacking. That's one of the habits you want to break. Now, if you're hungry and you need it, and you're not anywhere where you can eat a meal, nothing's wrong with going and getting a bag of pork rinds, getting a beef stick, and eating them. They're better than any other choice you can make. Nothing wrong with occasionally having a bag of pork rinds just for the crunch and the flavor and the taste. Nothing wrong with that. I eat them occasionally myself too, but don't eat them every day. Don't eat too many of them. And the biggest thing I want to stress is the really, really restricting processed pork is really only super important the first 30 days. I would highly recommend the first 30 days, no processed pork products at all except bacon. Just bacon, nothing else, nothing else. First 30 days. After the first 30 days, then you can start rotating some food in and you can have some processed pork. Just be careful about how much you eat. You know, limit the number of beef sticks you have every week. Limit your sausages, limit your regular pork. Anything that's processed, your deli meat, limit it so you're only eating it once or maybe twice a week. So instead of trying to eat processed pork, what you need to do is focus on beef first. Eat beef every day. First 30 days, you should be eating beef twice a day or 3 times a day, depending on if you're eating 2 meals or 3 meals. Add your eggs and butter beside the beef. Add a couple pieces of bacon beside the beef and do whole cuts of meat, not processed ham or processed deli meat. Go to the meat counter and buy a hunk of meat that hasn't been processed. That's what you want to focus on, especially the first 30 days. So just to recap, I'm not talking about being strict. I'm talking about being strategic. It's just one meat, processed pork. Don't build your diet around processed pork, especially the first 30 days. Save it as an occasional complement after the first 30 days, something you eat along with your main meal just for taste, just for variety, not as a staple. Thank you guys, and stick around for the next video where I should be covering intermittent fasting, which is a topic many people have been asking me about. Until then, see you guys later. Bye.